Good evening and welcome to the induction of the third class of Golden Apple Accelerators. We're beyond excited that you've joined us this evening to welcome a group of wonderful future teachers. My name is Colin McLaughlin, Director of the Accelerators Program at the Golden Apple Foundation.
No, but I'm going to be.
I've had the pleasure of meeting many of you through the application, interview, and placement process. I can truly say I'm impressed with your persistence, commitment, and diligence throughout these steps. The Accelerators born out of the teacher shortage crisis in Illinois. Golden Apple has been helping to reduce the teacher shortage for years. We recently inducted our largest class of Golden Apple Scholars, our undergraduate program for aspiring teachers. But we also know that there are people out there like you who have already completed college and are interested in making a move to education. And that's where the Accelerators program comes in. The Accelerators program provides quality educators to districts in Central, Southern, and Western Illinois. Through partnerships with Blackburn College, Eastern Illinois University, and Northern Illinois University, Accelerators will complete their coursework needed to earn their teaching license in Illinois within 15 months of starting the program. So where do the Accelerators come from? Well, geographically, Accelerators live in Central, Southern, and Western Illinois and are from the communities where they'll be teaching. We know that those who are teaching in communities where they live and are already invested are more likely to stay in the field. Our Accelerators come from 38 different hometowns in 24 counties spread throughout the state. Professionally, Accelerators come from many different backgrounds, although many are not new to education. 36 of the 41 Accelerators have some experience in the classroom as a substitute teacher, paraprofessional, or coach. But it's not just classroom experience that the Accelerators bring to the table. Among our group of 41, we have coaches, business owners, theologians, scientists, artists, and individuals with corporate experience. Some are recent college graduates just starting their careers, looking to give back to the communities that provided them an education. The experiences that Accelerators will take into their classrooms will be invaluable to their students. Accelerators, how will you impact your students in your communities? Your cohort represents 13 different subject areas. 19 of you are entering into subject areas of very high need, specifically STEM, special education, or foreign language. You'll enter the classroom ready to be advocates for your students. As Accelerators, you'll make a positive impact in the lives of many young people. And finally, what does it take to get here? This Accelerator cohort represents 17% of the applicant pool. Applicants submitted an application. It's a long application with multiple essay questions and requirements. All members of the cohort had 2 rounds of interviews. They had to provide references, resumes, and transcripts. When it was all said and done and the offer was made, they had to make a choice. They had to make a choice that involved changing careers and often entering into a job field that you had not always envisioned yourself in. But to a person, you all made that choice because you have a passion for helping students, and that's an admirable quality. And so I'd like to congratulate the third cohort of Golden Apple Accelerators. Congratulations and welcome to the classroom and the Golden Apple community. Now, I would like to introduce our second speaker of the evening, the Golden Apple Foundation Chief Program Officer, Elysa Thurman-Stovall.
Colin, thank you for graciously welcoming our third cohort of Accelerators. Again, congratulations to each and every last one of you, but not for the typical reasons, such as meeting our qualifications or acing the interview and teaching a comprehensive lesson, but for having the courage and steadfastness to step into a profession that will certainly prove to have its post-pandemic challenges. Teaching. Kudos to you. To our partner districts and universities, thank you for your dedication and commitment to the field of education. Your partnership and collaboration will support us in accomplishing our goal of being a material solution to the growing teacher shortage problem. To our mentor teachers, thank you. Thank you for opening your classroom doors to make public what once had been a private practice. Thank you for welcoming rising educators into your classrooms to learn the craft in real time in an authentic and timely manner. And for those in an authentic and timely manner. And for those who are with us tonight, we thank you. Thank you for welcoming these rising educators, as your expertise will undoubtedly foster a deeper understanding of all that teaching encompasses, just as it has for our two cohorts of accelerators ahead of us. And now, with strengthened processes and communication, I know that this year's cohort will learn even more. And to our accelerators, as you embark upon this journey of teaching, thank you. Thank you for having the heart to serve and your willingness to learn, to reflect, and especially for your willingness to just simply make a difference. Thank you for believing in our students and their potential. They are worth the sacrifice and the continued fight. I can honestly say, you will find no greater satisfaction than knowing that you have positively changed the trajectory of not only your students' lives, but the lives of future generations to come. I won't say that the charge is an easy one. What I will share is that you will be supported every step of the way. In addition to the Accelerators team, Coughlin, our director, and Kiana, our manager, we at Golden Apple recognize the value add that a mentoring component brings to new teacher induction programming, especially one such as this one that's truly an accelerated one. Golden Apple's mentoring team, Rosie Patel, Cynthia Watson, Ann Rao, and over 10 others throughout the Golden Apple community and myself will support you in acclimating to the profession, actually assisting you as you establish yourself as the instructional lead. We will support you in strengthening your teaching proficiency via observing your delivery of instruction and offering you feedback to improve student outcomes. We'll be there to ensure that you build your teacher resiliency and stamina to be sustained in this honorable and noble profession. So welcome, and again, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to serve you. At this time, I'd like to introduce Arnaldo Arnie Rivera, the Chief Administrative and Equity Officer at Navy Pier and one of our very own executive committee members for the Golden Apple Foundation. He has prepared a message that we'd like to now share with you. So without further delay, Mr. Arnie Rivera.
My name is Arnie Rivera, member of the Board of Directors of the Golden Apple Foundation, and it is my distinct honor to welcome the new and largest ever cohort of Golden Apple Accelerators. Congratulations to all of you for participating in this prestigious program. While I have the honor of serving on the board, my connection to Golden Apple goes back nearly 20 years, when, like you, I made the decision to change careers and join the field of education. After 3 years as an investment banker, I started my journey as a first grade teacher in Chicago Public Schools through the Golden Apple Teacher Education Program, the organization's alternative certification program for career changers at that time. After working 100-hour weeks and dealing with the constant stress of Wall Street, I looked forward to the change of going into the classroom. Of course, it took me all of 2 days to realize that being a teacher was going to be even more stressful than the career that I left behind. Thankfully, I wasn't going through the experience by myself, and the support of the Golden Apple staff, especially my mentors and fellow members of my program, made my transition much easier. Now, don't get me wrong. There will be a lot of challenges that you'll confront. You'll feel overwhelmed, and that all that free time that people think teachers have will never materialize. This work isn't for the faint of heart, but it will also be the most rewarding professional experience of your lives. The bonds you develop with your students, the collaborations with your colleagues, and the aha moments for you and your students alike will provide lasting memories that you will never forget. I know many of you are being inducted this evening are already in the classroom and are seeing firsthand the tremendous responsibility and opportunity that you have as a teacher. The first few months will be rough, and at times you will second guess everything you do. That's normal. If this work was easy, you would see way more people flocking to the profession. But remember that you're not alone. You have a great support system with Golden Apple and with one another. I'll leave you on this note. About a year ago, I received a LinkedIn request from a production assistant from a movie studio in California. It took me a couple of minutes to realize that it was a former student of mine. I accepted the request, and a couple of days later, this gentleman sent me an email chronicling everything that he had been doing since I last saw him about 10 years earlier. In that email, he mentioned to me that when he was in my class, his parents were going through divorce, and he thanked me for my role as a teacher and as a mentor, for helping him deal with some personal challenges that he went through and for keeping him focused at school. Now, this kid, from the minute I met him, was destined for greatness, and he had a great support structure at home. But it gave me a lot of pride that he took a time out of his day to email me and mention the role that I played in his success. It's something that I'll always remember. And it's those moments, those experiences that will keep you going when the going gets rough, and you'll realize just the kind of impact you have on the students that you serve. So on behalf of the board of directors at Golden Apple, I want to congratulate you on your induction into the 2022 Accelerators program. And I can't wait to hear how you are all impacting the communities and students that you serve. Thank you.
Without further ado, it is our honor to present the 2022 Golden Apple Accelerator Cohort. Madison Baker. Sarah Beswick. Mitchell Brown. Robert Butler. Elysa Chambers. Francesca Collebrusco. Joseph Coughlin. Raquel Craig. Emily Davis. Beckie Ferguson. Shelby Green. Allison Haesele. Madison Hahn. Shahida Hossain. Denise Jackson. Bill Johnson. Sheridan Johnson. Hap Jolliffe. Hannah Judge. Brett Judkins. Olin Kingston.
Jacob Knox. Emily Knutson. Ashlee Kuhns. Jessica Lozano. Rafael Luquis-Pinerio. Noelia Martinez-Voight. Heather McMullen-Perhach. Ashlee Naydenoff. Allison Perry. Elysa Chambers. Kristen Reynolds. Brittany Secor. Dora Solomon. Emily Solvie-Toney. Angela Tanner. Christina Urick. Jacinta Vazquez. Melonie Wallace. Noa White. Congratulations to the 2022 accelerators. And before I pass it to my colleague, Accelerator Manager Kiana Roberts, I would like to share a video with you from one of our first accelerators, Todd Lindsay.
They say you never forget who your drill sergeants are, but you also remember, most of your teachers. I remember all my grade school and junior high teachers, and really probably 90% of my high school teachers as well. You've got all these experienced teachers in Golden Apple that are pulling for you. I mean, it's just amazing. It makes a huge, huge difference, especially as you get older.
Good evening, accelerators. My name is Kiana Roberts, and I proudly serve as the new manager of the Accelerators program for the Golden Apple Foundation. It is an honor to be here with you this evening to celebrate your induction into the wonderful world of teaching. As an accelerator, you have a unique set of tools that will prove to be invaluable as you enter this profession. First, you have real-world experiences. Your life and career experiences will allow you to develop deep, impactful lessons that connect your students to the real world. Secondly, you have a support system. As a former teacher, I know firsthand how impactful it is to have a powerful support system within this profession. Lean on the Golden Apple community, your mentor teachers, and co-accelerators as much as you can. Also, be a support for others as well. As program manager, I will work alongside all of you to ensure that your pathway to becoming an award-winning teacher is seamless. Once again, congratulations on beginning your journey to teaching, and welcome to the Golden Apple community. Have a great evening, everyone.